freaking god.
Oh, I'm having one of those mornings where, you know, you crawl out of bed and your body feels all heavy and you just don't want to shut her down or start her back up again. I know one thing for certain is I need some go-go juice, like big times. I've had a couple people ask me what the heck that is. Yeah, well, that, my friends, is homemade degreaser. It's literally orange peel and vinegar. And all you do is you put vinegar into a container, peel about 2 to 3 oranges, toss them in. The citrus ship from the oranges gets into the vinegar, and it makes it an ultra solvent, and it's friggin' powerful. Like, very, very powerful. So, I'm gonna be using that for God knows what. My coffee's ready. Oh, don't you hate that when you're making a coffee and you get a rude awakening from your butt telling you that you gotta poop? Yeah, that happened. Well, anyway, people, I'm gonna head upstairs, drink my coffee, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. So, let's pitter patter and have at her, and welcome to my vlog. Alrighty, well, I mentioned yesterday about the green screen, right? And I showed how I got it all up and running and stuff, and been getting a lot of messages back about lighting, possible lighting. Well, 2CV bloke actually sent me a doodle. He drew this here on a notepad, uploaded it to one of those file sharing sites, and I'm going to show you here. Pretty damn accurate actually for a doodle. But like he has here, he has the 2 floor lamps echoing off of a diffuser or white sheet, basically to diffuse the light. And there's my my little desk. You know, he's actually got it pretty good. Pretty good. Like, he even got the little friggin' laptop sitting there, eh? Gotta like that. There's that little 3-point lamp off to the side, the fill light, fill it in. And then you got the track lighting above to echo the green screen to keep the shadows off of it. Now, this is kind of sort of what I'm going for. However, I'm not going to use the white sheet because I plan on using a diffuser on the actual lights themselves, basically to throw a lot of light around the set so that I'm bright, the room is bright, the green screen's bright, there's no shadows on it. But these lights here, I actually ordered something from Deal Extreme, which was cheaper there than ordering it from from Home Depot or whatever. And what it is it's a 2 bulb into 1. Basically it has, well, let me see if I can pull it up here. So there's basically the thing that I ordered. So what you can do is you can either A, mount this here to a tripod, B, mount it to a broomstick, do whatever you gotta do. And it'll take up to 260 watt bulbs. Well, I plan on running those spirally CCFL lights because they produce less heat, and anybody who's done green screening, who's used something like a halogen light or incandescent bulb, you know that after about 5 minutes of being in front of those bulbs, you sweat buckets. And that sucks. So my battle plan is I also ordered 2 diffusers. They're small diffusers, but they'll work to basically soften the light up so it's not coming out all harsh. And I'm gonna run one of these to like in front of me, in front of me to diffuse the set. Then I'm gonna have a lamp off to the side for a fill light, and then I'll have the lamp behind me to basically light up the background. I'll do a 3-point lighting system. I have it all mapped out in my plans. I just got to figure it out and stuff, and we'll get it all good to go. But this is basically it. So that there will take any type bulb, standard bulb, up to, I think it said 60 watts. And friggin' Home Depot wanted a lot of money for this setup. They wanted like 50 bucks for one of these. Theirs was made out of metal, mind you. This is made out of plastic. Deal Extreme wants 10 bucks for one. So I ordered 2 of these. I'm gonna get 2. Might not use both, but you never know. And I'm gonna run 2 CCFLs, one there, diffuser pods to diffuse them. What I also like is you can turn these and you can aim them properly and stuff. It's pretty awesome. So you have full control over these guys, and it'll do the job nicely. Because I also ordered some soft boxes for the setup, and yeah, it'll work. It'll work. I'm pretty sure it'll work awesomely, and we'll have some decent light for the green screen. Like, I was surprised that last night I was able to chroma key it in and get it to work and not look as bad as it could have looked. It actually worked out pretty good, I would say, for what I did last night. So that's the battle plan there for the lighting. So 2CV bloke, basically that's exactly what I'm doing, bud. Exactly what I'm doing. I just got to replace one of the bulbs in that lamp because I have 2 5000s and then I have a 3500 in there. So I'm getting like 2 bright whites and a yellow. That's not good. I need three 5,000s, and I'm going to use 5,000s in these as well, 5,000 K lights to get the white temperature. If I go 6,500, she'll be blue. If I go 3,500, she'll be yellow. I want to go 5,000, throw pure white light. That'll save me on the white balancing. I'll still have to white balance before every shot, not a big deal, but it'll save me a lot in the end, I think. So that'd be the plan. So let me know in the comments below, and leave a like if you like my idea. Sweetness. Just watched a little NBC report on geotagging and how cameras have GPS. Well, all the new friggin' point and shoots nowadays have frickin' GPSs in them for geotagging, because if you upload it to Facebook, it'll grab the geo data right and then put it on a map and show you where the picture was taken and stuff. Well, what do you got on Facebook now? You got a bunch of 13-year-olds with friggin' smartphones, right? And they're taking pictures of themselves in front of friggin' mirrors and stuff. Like, really, I like to call those pictures shitter shots, people, because they're happening in the bathroom 90% of the time. They're standing in front of the big picture mirror that's, you know, just behind the sink, and you know, they're wearing like a tank top or something like really slutty, like a bra or something, and they're doing these full body shots. They're 12 years old. Geotagging's enabled on their phone. They don't realize this. Well, MSNBC just launched a one second, sorry about that, I had to open up my new bag of coffee here. But MSNBC just launched a warning to parents and everybody that turn off your GPS ability on your cell phones when you're taking geotagged freaking videos and pictures, because when you're uploading them, that information can be pulled from the picture with a simple right click. And this is true. You can actually pull information from it. And Facebook and Twitter and all that, well, they'll pull the information for you and generate a map and show people where the hell that picture was taken. Since if I were to take a picture in this house with my phone, well, not my phone, but with a phone with geotagging turned on, people would look at the picture and they could right click the picture, bring up a map, and see exactly where I am right now when I took the picture. Not a big deal for me, but let's say, you know, you got a 13-year-old child out there who's taking pictures and putting them on their Facebook. They shouldn't be on Facebook. You got to be 18 to be on Facebook, but a lot of 13-year-olds are on Facebook nowadays. But let's say they're taking pictures of their friends and taking pictures of them playing outside and, you know, doing the whole shitter shot thing and taking pictures at their school. Well, literally, if your Facebook profile is not locked down, you're giving a freaking predator pedophile a sure-line link to how to find you at any given time of day. And that's why you need to disable your GPS for cameras, disable the GPS locator, all that shit. I'll show you how to do that on the Samsung Galaxy S4. For Android, for iPhone, it's pretty easy too. I'll show you that on my iPad, and it's something you probably should do to your phone too if you don't want people to track you down when you're just trying to take some funny pictures. Let's go. Okay, here's my S4, and first thing I always do is, you'll notice here my GPS is not turned on. I never have that on because I only have it on if I need it for driving or whatever. Otherwise I turn it off, waste battery. But let's say you're in your camera. Okay, I'm in the camera. Yeah, it's black because it's sitting on the friggin' desk. I come down here and I click my settings button, which is right here. That brings up the settings. So then I click on settings, and you come over here to the gear for, and there, right there, GPS tag. I have it set to off. That's how I do it on my Samsung Galaxy S4. Now, apparently the other way you can do it is go into the settings of your phone, and there should be a location services sometimes, and this one doesn't have it. Here it is, location services, and you can have it set to allow my location, use GPS. I have that disabled right now because the GPS is turned off, but you can also do that here. But with each app that requires your location, there's a setting in there to disable it, and that's normally what I do there, is make sure they're all disabled and life is good. Now if you're running an Apple device like an iPhone, iPad, iPad mini, iPod touch, basically the settings for this is a little different. You have to go into the actual system settings, so we'll go in there, and then you go under general, I believe it is. Where is that? No, I was wrong. You go under privacy, then you have your location services up here, location services. So if you click on that, it'll show everything that you have your location services set to. So Facebook is on, find friends, all that shit. But if you notice, my camera's set to off. So my camera will never geotag. Now, I don't know if this here iPad actually has a GPS in it or not, but right now the camera's set to off and it will never be set to on. So that's basically how you do it with an iPhone or an iPad or whatever. You want to make sure that's set just for your own safety, people. Especially if you have children, because, you know, literally if you're sitting there taking pictures of your kids, you know, playing on the swing set or, you know, playing in the backyard, freaking doing slip and slide and playing sprinkler if you have a pool or something, and, you know, you're taking pictures of your kids doing cannonballs and shit. Well, you got to remember that once you post that shit to the internet, there's a chance that 6.2 billion people can see it. Not saying everybody on the planet can see it, but a lot of people can see that. And, you know, you got to think of the safety of your family, and with that geotagging, the problem is safety is kind of abolished, because now anybody can track down your location and see where those pictures were taken from. So, food for thought. Thought I'd let you guys know that. By default, when I got the Samsung Galaxy S4, the location services for the camera was turned on. I turned it off right away because I think that's a stupid feature. That's what I also hate about a lot of the new cameras coming out nowadays. Like even Pug's camera, his two Sonys there with the black Sonys with the night vision, they have geotagging for video. This one has geotagging, I believe. Oh no, it doesn't. No, the 700 does. I don't want that feature. I just want to take video and edit it. I don't need no geotag. Mind you, once I pass it through Sony Vegas and edit the shit out of it, the geotags are gone. Just the raw clips contain the information. But I don't want that kind. I honestly do not want that kind. So it's probably good that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't work on my phone anymore, that I disabled it, and you guys should really take that in the heart too and do the same. So there you go. I showed you how to disable geotagging on Android and iPhone. I didn't bother showing you on BlackBerry because honestly, who in their right mind still uses a friggin' BlackBerry? See that troll move there? Nice, eh? But definitely do the same on your phones, guys, because the internet is not safe. Just saying. Alrighty people, well, it's not quite time to leave yet, but I'm gonna head her out anyway because I got some things I want to do. I want to go to the dollar store. So first thing I'm gonna do is let Scruffy out, let him go to the bathroom, and then we're gonna bail and go off to work. And then we're not gonna go to work. I want to go to the dollar store because I want to see about getting some things. And I need to get a spray bottle for that solution I made with the vinegar and the orange peel. So I'm gonna let the dog out, let him do his business, and then we're gonna head off to the mall. Gonna go to the dollar store, and then we're going to head off to work after that. So as soon as he's done, hey buddy, you done? Okay, so he's done, and we're gonna head off to the dollar store like I said. Apparently Microsoft issued a class action lawsuit about the Windows RT. Haven't read too much about that, but probably because a lot of people are really slamming it and things. I don't know. Whatever. I just read that on Facebook. Pretty dick. But where the frig are my keys? Oh great. Red alert. Red alert. Whoop whoop. Where are my keys? That was my pocket. Gotta find my keys. And we'll go off to the dollar store and we will talk and drive. Kinda sorta. If I can find my keys. There they are. Boom shakalaka. So grab that. Forgot my thing for my insurance. But yeah. So a lot of horse shit going on, and other things. Freak's sakes, the camera mount's all crooked. Whatever. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here, people. So just before I left, I got a call from the mortgage company who I have my mortgage with, and they're telling me that in the next, I got 3 years left on my mortgage. It's not up till 2016. So basically what they're saying is Prime's going to be going back up. Right now I'm paying Prime minus 0.5, so I'm actually paying 2.85% on my mortgage right now. That's my rate. And they're like, well, we can lock you in at 3.08% for the next 3 years, and that'd be good. And I'm actually thinking that might be good because Prime will be going up very shortly. We all know that because you know, there was a bit of a recession there, and things are finally starting to get a little better, and you know, all that jazz. So because of that, they're like all worried and stuff. But it always makes me wonder when a mortgage company calls and says, maybe you should do this. It's not in my best interest. They're not looking out for my best interest. They're looking out on a way how they can make more money, in my mind. But it is true, Prime can go up. Like, I'm on a variable locked rate. So if Prime increases, so does my interest rate, right? So if tomorrow, if Prime goes up to like friggin' 5%, well, I'm gonna pay a 4.5% interest rate on my mortgage. That's a given. Like, we know this. Oh, that's a lot of orange over there, for sakes. But yeah, so it always makes me wonder when I get these calls from the mortgage companies and whatnot. Look at all these houses for sale. Like, that's just dicked. Nobody's gonna buy them. But it's kind of dicked. You see these black things on the road? Yeah, those are see how many people come over these things and how fast they travel. They're freaking speed checkers, sons of bitches. But I'm only doing 40. We're fine. But yeah, when a bank calls like that and they offer you this special friggin' locked-in deal of, you know, whatever the hell it is, they did the math on their end and said, well, if I keep going the way I'm going, by the time prime goes up, they're going to make this much money off me on interest. However, if I lock in now, they'll make a couple bucks more. And if you think about it, okay, so it's a couple bucks more. What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's a giant crane guy. Neat. They're gonna make a couple bucks more off of me, and that's basically why they would call you to offer you that service, so they can make a couple dollars extra. And will it help me out while I'm locked in at a fix, so I don't have to worry about watching Prime anymore? Because I do that so often right now. Not really. I'm just making things up. But they want to lock me in. But mind you, 3.09 is a lot nicer. Like when I first bought the house, I was paying 5.15% interest for the first 5 years. And then they locked me in at a lower interest rate, which was nice, and I just left the payments the same, you know, less on the interest, more on the principal. I said, frig it, just keep paying the same, because I was used to paying that every month. So it kind of sort of maybe worked out a bit. But now they're like, I don't know, it's kind of dicked with all the bullshit they want to do, but I don't know, I need to go talk to the bank manager anyway, or my financial advisor anyway, about some stuff, because things are not working out the way they were supposed to, and I need to get things straightened out and other things, so we'll do that. But yeah, apparently Microsoft there, I was talking about that before I left, about the whole Windows 8.1 is set to launch mid-October, and it's supposed to remove a lot of the flaws in Windows 8. Well, honestly, people, I've been using Windows 8 on my Dell laptop like crazy. I actually don't mind it. I find Windows 8 has better memory management than Windows 7. I have had very fewer crashes. Like, the operating system's been nothing but stable for me. I haven't had a single problem with it yet. You know, Sony Vegas will crash on my desktop at home all the friggin' time in Windows 7 on both rigs, the XPS 8300 and 9000. Yet on the Windows 8 computer, I haven't had a crash yet. It hasn't locked up once. It's been using memory management and virtualization perfectly. So I'm unfortunately unsure. Oh fuck, where are you going, bud? You're turning? Well, if you're turning and you're big, I'm gonna go ahead and make my turn because you're big, and I almost got into an accident there. But yeah, I almost freaking wrecked on a Lincoln. Son of a bitch, pay more attention at him. Freak sakes, you're driving like you belong in North Bay. Oh wait, you do. But where's this guy going? He's just signaling for the fun of signaling. That's a weird looking Ram, eh? Front end on it had snouts. But 8.1 apparently is going to make it more like Windows 7. It's going to have a start button again. It's going to have all the friggin' Windows 7 things, and you'll be able to boot up right into desktop mode and not into that friggin' Windows Metro mode. And still, you can get the Metro. I still use that if you have a touchscreen and you like that feature, but you can default it to boot up into regular mode, like in the desktop mode all the time, if you're a mouse and keyboard guy like I am, and you use a lot of Windows apps rather than using stuff from the Windows App Store. So you don't have to pretend you own an RT tablet. But apparently the other thing they're pissed off about is RT sales and why it's so low, and apparently there's been some slander and stuff, and well, let's face it, Windows RT is not the greatest right now because there's next to no apps for it. It's just kind of a silly little thing. So they want to sell more, they got to make them cheaper and drop the price a lot, because as it stands, Windows 8 RT is kind of a joke. I personally don't even use my Windows RT tablet as much as I thought I would, because it's kind of pointless right now. That, and I really want the keyboard dock for it so I can use it. But anyway, people, I'm at the mall right now. No idea what time it is. I got a phone on my belt that'll tell me, but I gotta head her inside and go buy some shit, so I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Peace the frig out. Alrighty, we're back, people. Fire up the car. Enjoy the shakies. Yeah, I went over to the dollar store. Freaking debit was down, son of a bitch. And then I noticed they had a Humane Society in there. Yeah, North Bay Humane Society bought out the old Maine Travels location. Now they have kittens and stuff in the actual mall. And they had a cat in there that looks like Felix. Great big black kitty. Felt bad for him. I was like, oh, I can get another Felix. I miss Felix. He was such a good kitty. But yeah, it was something I thought about while I was in there that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because some of you out there are freaking mechanics and you know this shit. I was talking about cleaning the MAF sensor, and Dad told me that the mechanic said that's not a bright idea to do, because apparently if you disconnect the MAF sensor, you need a code to reconnect it or some shit. Like, honestly, would the car know if I disconnected it, if I yanked the battery and then pulled the wire out? Would it actually have a clue? Not like I do that while the car's running. But the mechanic told Dad, he goes, I wouldn't touch that. He goes, if I was him, I would just replace the air filter and go from there. He goes, chances are his air filter's probably shot anyway. And, well, he's kind of right. It's not really shot, it just needs a quick little dose of the recharge kit. But, you know, I haven't gotten around to doing that in a while. This might be a bitch to get out of here today. Holy son of a goof. There we go. Just had to pull in front of traffic and pretend I'm in Toronto. But yeah, he said you got to put a code in when you hook up the MAF sensor again. A code. I'm like, really? Because all the videos I saw on how to replace a MAF sensor, it's literally turn off the car, disconnect the battery, unplug the MAF sensor, disconnect it from the hose clamps, take it out, put the new one in, hook up the hose clamps, hook up the wire, hook up your battery, and go, and you're done. There's no code, but maybe anybody out there, I know a couple of you are GM mechanics, maybe you can clarify on that one there. If there is actually a code, you got to stove into it. As far as I know, there was no code, but I could be wrong, and I don't even know where to put the code in. Like, it's not like there's a keypad or something on my freaking car, and unless you got to use one of those OBD2 friggin' input guys to tell the computer that shit happened. But yeah, speaking of the G6, I was chatting with a couple guys on G6 Performance, and one of the guys took the 3.5 liter and he bought the there's a turbocharger kit you can get for it, and it generates an extra 35-40% power out of it, so it brings it up from like 200 horsepower to 280 horse from a turbo, throwing around 7 pounds of boost into the engine. I'm like, that's pretty neat, but the big question is how long will that automatic transmission put up with that kind of stress? Because the G6 V6 had a weaker transmission than the GT. The GT came with the transmission that was with the Shiftronic and all that, and it was a different branded name than the one that came with the V6. And the one that came with the V6 is the same transmission Dad has in his Impala. It was okay, but it wasn't anything to write home about, you know. It does the job, but it's kind of, oh, frig sakes, people. Why are we stopping? Oh, because he's turning. That makes sense. Here, I'm trying to get over into the right lane, and I can't because I got somebody over here on my 1, and I got a guy falling in on my 5, or my 430 if you prefer. Friggin', look at this guy just running the amber. Yeah, buddy. Haha, douche. Oh well. But yeah, I never heard of that, where you had to put a code into the guy to make the friggin' thing work. Like, that sounds pretty kife to me, but because when I replaced a lot of parts on this thing, like I replaced the EGR valve, the solenoid, the what else did I replace? Valve, solenoid, the map sensor, the radiator sensor to know when to turn on the fan and stuff, like the thermostat, whatever. I never had to put any codes into this rig, but then again, this thing here is like borderlining being carved, because I swear to God, if the sensor fails and I get a service ended soon light, all that happens is the light comes on my dash. The car doesn't handle any differently. So this is why I didn't want to be in the left-hand lane, because people always want to turn up here, and sometimes you could be sitting there for a good hour. Oh, looks like I'm stuck here because I can't get over. Son of a bitch. So I was chatting with Dad again, and I asked him if he had a puller, because I watched a couple of videos on how to pull the flywheel. It looks like it's not that bad of a job. Looks like I could possibly do it. I have an electric impact, I don't have an air impact, but the electric should be able to do the job. It's pretty torquey, like, it's a pretty good little impact. Does the job. Just got to bring back Dad's sledgehammer so I can have my my electric impact back, and then we'll be good to go. And I can yank that flywheel off, take out the cook stator, put in the good stator. Gonna have to cut some wires, obviously, because the good stator is actually wired up to go into a factory white, or a factory 8.5 Briggs, and yeah, let's just say that my Briggs is no longer factory because we kind of Frankensteined it, but I got an idea how we're gonna wire it all up and stuff, so no big deal. Now that, oh frick, now I'm being like that dick running in the amber. There's no way I could have stopped anyway. I guess we're going to take a little bit of a different route to work today because I'm stuck in this lane, but not a big deal. You know, once things actually start moving. But yeah, like, I got an idea how the stator works now after seeing it, physically seeing what it does, and now I understand a lot more about that engine. Like, there's two wires coming off the stator, the red wire which goes to your battery and the yellow wire which goes to your headlights. That's it. It grounds itself out by being attached to the engine, you know, done. That's how that works. So that black wire that's underneath the engine that Rex and I can't figure out what the frig it's for, well, honestly, it doesn't matter what it's for because it's not in use. Like, it's floating there. It's garbage. I'm gonna have to park in the friggin' scenic road again because they got that damn cherry picker in the way, sons of bitches. So yeah, we'll park back here in the back 40. Maybe I'll move my car tonight. I don't know. Not a big deal. Anyway, people, I'm at work, so this weekend I might try and con Rex into coming over and giving me a hand. Right now he's at a cottage and things, but maybe this weekend I can get him to come over and give me a hand putting that stator in. But anyway, people, I'm going to head her inside and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. So I came out here at 5:30, right? Did a whole friggin' spiel. By the way, it's 8 o'clock lunchtime. Talked a whole bunch about stuff and junk and all these different things. And then I go inside and I bought this friggin' memory card reader from the dollar store while I was there. And I was like, oh, let's see if this thing actually works. I pulled the memory card out of the camera, put it in the friggin' memory card reader, plug it into my laptop, and then frazzle, vazzle, memory card's corrupted. Son of a bitch. Completely wiped all the data off the card. I had no choice but to format it and lose everything. Frig sakes. So now I need to figure out what the frig I talked about. I have no idea what the hell I talked about. Yeah, son of a bitch. So mental note for future references, do not trust memory card readers from the dollar store. They suck. Shouldn't have to even be saying this right now. I should have known better. Frig sakes. Well, I was talking with Dad there earlier. I mentioned that on the drive to work, and he thinks he has a puller. He's got to find it. He's not sure if he brought it back to work or not. He brought it home to do some work on his snowblower. He's not sure if he brought it back or not. So if he does still have it, he's going to loan me it to yank the flywheel off the white, put that new stator on, reinstall the flywheel, and then I'm going to yank the carb this weekend. I got some a can of carb clean from when I did my snowblower, so I still got a good 3/4 of a can of that shit. So I'll give the friggin' carb the douse, and we'll get her all friggin' situated and working, and then hopefully this weekend we can fire up the white and maybe take her for a test romp around the backyard just to make sure everything's copacetic. You know, for August 13th, sure is a miserable one. Yup-a-dup. Sure is a miserable one for sure. Holy shit. As you can tell, it's already rained here. Obviously after I came back from break. But she's cold out. I'm actually shivering a little bit, which kind of sucks. And it sounds like it wants to start raining again, which sucks even more. So apparently last night while I was out here vlogging, one of Jules' kids was going by with her dad, and I didn't even notice. She totally saw me vlogging. Yay! Got caught vlogging! Been a lot of talk about the green screen, people saying why the hell did I bother hanging the sheet up, should have just painted that whole wall green. Well, you're right, and there's also an issue with that. Problem is there's a border along the back wall. Reason being is it separates the wall where the two boards join, and there's a great big crack going down the center of the wall where it's split for some reason. So I'd have to fill that crack with God knows what, and then well, basically fill all the cracks, and then reprime the wall, and then lay down the paint. Wouldn't be a problem. It's not that it would take a lot of time to do. You just have to cut the corners and then roll it on and be done. But I really hate painting. I really hate painting. That's why I didn't paint the living room. When the ex was there, she was like, oh, I want to paint the living room, make it look all fresh and things, and she already kind of went out and bought the paint and stuff, so I was like, oh, whatever, do what you want, you know, frig it. Just be submissive. That's how I was with her, really submissive. And now it's just like, meh, the sheet will work for what I want to do, you'll see. And I was thinking about making a new channel for this stuff, but honestly, I think I'm just going to give her. I'm going to put these videos up on here. Basically what I want to do is movie reviews, and I want to do it in a comical fashion. I have a couple ideas on what I want to try. I'm going to try it on this channel, see if you guys like it or not, and see if you hate it. I know, vlogging life, Adam, I'm supposed to be doing daily vlogs. Well, honestly, I regret naming the channel that because I kind of like doing the vlogs. I still want to do the vlogs, but I kind of want to get into other things and have more fun with this YouTube shit. So, and that's what YouTube's all about, right? Is having fun. So that's my battle plan, is to have fun with it, and that's what I want to do, for sure. I just got to remember that if I'm doing a movie review, not to be wearing my green Vlogging Life shirt, or otherwise, that won't work out. Not at all. And what's nice is I subscribe to Netflix, so I can review those movies I don't physically need to own a copy of them, but I can review those movies right on. And it's not going to be anything like the movie reviews you see nowadays, where people just talk about a film. I'm going to be going right through the entire film and ripping in a new arsehole if it deserves a new arsehole to be ripped. Because I was contemplating doing a new channel, seeing how the Fall of Felix rants, and Arcane Fire and Ice is just kind of sitting there. I was thinking about making a new channel for movie reviews, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just do it on here. Why not? You know, it could be kind of fun. You know, if there's a day I don't feel like vlogging, I'll throw up a movie review, or some days I might put up 2 videos. Who knows? You know, if people watch it, cool. If they don't, oh well. It's the way she goes. I could review old movies. I could review new movies. I could review whatever the hell I want. And I have this whole, not script, but plot line set up in my head on how I'm going to do it. And it's going to be, in my mind, pretty awesome, hopefully. I guess we'll see. The average video is going to be around 10 to 12 minutes long, and it'll cover the movie pretty well. So we'll see how that goes. As for tomorrow, I definitely need to make a cigarette run because I'm on my last pack of cigarettes, and I need to reload big times. So that's not too shabby, right? You get what, 8 packs of cigarettes in a carton, 16 cigarettes. I bought those 2 weeks last Monday, so yeah, that's about 16 days, 16 packs of cigarettes, give or take, pack a day. Actually, that's pretty bad. I need to slow down, I think. Maybe, probably, quite possibly. Frig it, enjoy life, live for the now. But don't start smoking, it's bad for you. Just saying. So yeah, I was chatting with Dad there, and well, this Sunday, like I mentioned, or this Saturday, like I mentioned, is my uncle's wedding. He's getting married this Saturday at the Clarions, I think, or Best Western, one of those two. And Dad's going to that, I'm not going to that, but Dad's going. And I asked him, I said, well, Sunday, maybe I could swing by and grab those cigars, because he has those 3 Cuban cigars for me. But the problem is that he's not sure what's happening Sunday yet. Because, you know, sometimes after a wedding, they have that thing where, you know, you go to the bride and groom's house and you friggin' watch them unwrap presents and things and all that junk. Well, they're not sure if that's happening. And if it is, then they're probably going to have to go to that. And they're not sure if they're going or not, or what's happening. So right now Sunday's wide open. I might head over to the parents' house, I might not, we don't know yet. I'm gonna wait and see what happens and just roll with it. But right now it's all up in the air. So we'll wait and see what happens there and then just go with the flow. And if they decide that they're going to not bother going to that, or if they're not doing that, who knows, I don't know. But if they don't do the whole after wedding present opening ceremony bullshit thingamajigger son of a bitch, then I might go over to my parents' house on Sunday. Dad got his phone back, but he's having a problem setting up Gmail. He can't figure it out, so I'm going to go set that up for him, and then get all of his contacts back off the Google and all that, and get his phone set up for him, and then I'll get my cigars, hang out for a bit, and just, you know, chill out with the parents for a bit. Should be pretty freaking awesome. But I'm off till next Tuesday after this weekend, so frig it. Then I got to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then I'm off Sunday. Then I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's pretty sweet. Gonna finally have a week off. Oh my God, I need it. Big times. A week off away from this place just to sit there and do whatever the hell I want. I can get more shit done around the house. I want to have the romper up and running because on my time off I might want to take it up the hill and just go for a little romp or something, or just dick around with it. And you know, I got a lot of plans for the way I want it to look and things, so it's gonna be definitely a different little mower, that's for sure. It's gonna be a romper of its own, and hopefully it's pretty freaking cool when I'm done working on it. A YouTuber by the name of Daniel Yanko has been asking me about RC stuff and what I have for RC stuff. Well, all I really have is my trophy truggy, right? And he was asking me if I was going to get into more RC stuff, buying other trucks and stuff. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to bother buying any more trucks because it seems the guys around here are really slowing down on the RC stuff. I haven't really seen anybody going out bashing or heard anything about it in a bit. So what I'm thinking is, well, I know Cat Piss now wants a romping tractor, and I don't know about Adrian if he wants. I know Adrian wants a mower to actually mow lawns with because he wants to get into that. But seems like everybody wants to go the way of the romping tractor. So I already got a romper. I just got to get it operational, and that'll probably be the new friggin' fandangle thing that we're gonna get into, is romping around in our tractors. So yeah, that's why I'm not gonna get into any more RC shit, because seems to be a dying trend around here now. But I still got the truggy. It's paid for. It's mine. You know, frig it. I'll keep it, and one day, you never know, I might use it. You never know. You never know. Maybe I'll bring it with me down south when I go down south to visit Bloke, and maybe I'll take it over to Pugs and launch it off at the jump or something, or I don't know. We'll see what we get into. But yeah, for now, I'm just not going to bother with RC shit because, like I said, dying trend. Nobody's really doing it anymore. Rex got himself an RC, played with it for a bit, and he kind of put it in park because nobody goes out. So it's kind of a waste right now. So I just got it sitting in the red room, just festering for now. Maybe later I'll use it, but for now, not so much. Anyway, people, I'm gonna go have some lunch, have a bite to eat, and then carry on with this shift. And I'll probably talk to you guys later on if it's not pissing at 10:30. If it is, well, I'll talk to you when I get home. So until then, peace the frig out. Wanna know what's dicked? Talking to some people up north. By the way, 10 o'clock break time, but I was talking to some people up north, and apparently some places are actually getting light snowfall in August. Yep, that's happening. Dicked. So you guys remember when I bought my laptop, the XPS 15R Special Edition Dell. It came with that XPS 10, or not XPS, Inspiron, but it came with the XPS 10 tablet for free, but I wanted the keyboard dock for it. Well, for the longest time, the keyboard dock was $229 from Dell, and I was like, frig that, no, I was not paying that. Well, they recently had a promotion. Keyboard dock was on for $129, yeah, $100 off. So I ordered that up there. That should be in whenever, probably by the end of the week. And when I get that, that'll be awesome. Then I'll have a little 10-inch laptop. It'll beat the shit out of any netbook out there, that's for sure. Especially if well, with the keyboard and the mouse, it won't be that big of a deal. But without it, using the friggin' browsers and stuff is just a pain in the cock. Friggin' wish Google would make a Google Chrome for RT. That'd make my life a lot easier. But no. No Google Chrome for RT. I gotta use Internet Explorer, the best browser for downloading a better browser. Son of a bitch. Because like the tablet would be perfect to bring to like the Hortons and stuff, and you know, watch YouTube videos and things like that, like I did with the iPad. But the problem is you got to go through Internet Explorer to watch the video, so it's not really a problem. But with the keyboard dock, it makes it a lot easier because then you don't have to sit there and touch the screen. You can use a mouse cursor just like a PC, like a little laptop, and it's faster than a netbook because, well, let's face it, it's ARM processing, and ARM's faster than a netbook's Atom processor, especially when running an ARM version of Windows. Well, Windows RT anyway. It's actually pretty snappy with Windows RT, I gotta say. Knowing me, I'll probably end up carrying that tablet around everywhere with me now, especially after I jailbreak the son of a bitch. That's right, people. Apparently you can jailbreak these RT tablets, and you can run other ARM-based applications, which means I might be able to install ARM, the Google Chrome for Android onto my tablet, and it might accidentally work. Just saying. Well, I definitely need to do some more research on it because people were saying that if you jailbreak, you can install actually x86 programs that were meant for ARM, that are like compatible with ARM and stuff, and you can install DOSBox and run DOS programs in x86 emulation mode and other things. So this tablet might have a whole new purpose to it, maybe. I don't know. So far, all it's been doing is sitting on my desk. I haven't really been using it at all. It's been kind of pointless. Personally, if I didn't have any tablets and I wanted to get a tablet, I'd probably buy the Acer Iconia, the one that's out right now. It's got a quad core, it runs Android 4.2.2, and it's friggin' like $200. So, and it's an 8-inch tablet. Perfect. Or I'd scoop up the Samsung Galaxy Tab, because it's a nice friggin' rig. I like it. Looks like my phone, really. And they're pretty cheap as well. Something else I want to do is, I forgot that my router at home, it has a USB port in the back, and it can be used for one of two things. Either A, network printer sharing, or B, you can hook a hard drive up to it and have network access storage. I've never done that yet, and I've been thinking about doing that because lately I've been bitching that I can't access shares across my network. And I've been trying to get files from the XPS 8300 over the XPS 9000 and vice versa. And I used to have the home group working, but now it's acting all goofy, and I tried every fix known to man, and I can't get it working right. It keeps asking me for an administrative password, which I've thrown at it because I use the same password for admin as I've used on all my computers. And it's not going. It's not taking that password. So what I might do is, I have a 1 terabyte drive at home. I might jack that into the router, figure out exactly how you access it, and then use that for the cross-shared platform. Now there's some newer routers out there, newer D-Links and Linksys routers, where you can actually do cloud storage. So you can install the app on your computer, and anything on that hard drive will show up on your computer. It'll download it like Google Drive or SkyDrive or friggin', Dropbox, it'll do that, but it's all stored at home on your home network. So your only limit to your storage is how much storage you put on it, So if you want a 1 terabyte cloud drive, well, put a 1 terabyte friggin' hard drive on the guy and it's there. So that's kind of cool. Kind of like that idea. But unlike Google services like Google Drive and SkyDrive, where, if the hard drive at home shits the bed, like that, you'll lose all your data. Where if your hard drive, if SkyDrive shits the bed, well, just reinstall it and you'll pull it all back down off the cloud, which is friggin' nice. That's why cloud storage is so awesome. To be honest with you, I never thought I'd use cloud storage as much as I do, but seeing how Google upgraded my freaking Google Drive from 5 gigs to 15 gigs, right now what I do is all my extras, like all the intros and stuff for my videos and thumbnails and stuff, I store those on Google Drive, including templates for the vlogs and all that shit. So let's say I'm down at Blokes and I filmed a movie that day and I want to upload it. Well, my laptop already has all the equipment on it to edit and create the thumbnails. All I really have to do is go on Google Drive and I have all my intros and outros and everything there. Just got to whip shit together and fire it up to the tubes, you know, and it's all, no matter what computer I'm on, the Acer timeline, XPS 9000, 8300, 1520, friggin' the XPS or the Inspiron 17R, even the XPS 10 tablet. I can access my Google information. My phone too, you know, my phone, I can sit there and pull an intro in off my phone and throw it into a video if I wanted to now. That's kind of cool because Samsung actually gives you a video editor for Android and it's actually not that bad of a video editor. It does pretty good. It's nowhere near iMovie for iPhone, but she's pretty damn close. She's pretty damn close. So yeah, I'm a little excited to get that piece of tech and get that, then I can probably retire that stand I bought from the dollar store for $3 because I'll just have the tablet docked on the keyboard at all times, and I can use that for like watching YouTube while my computer is actually rendering and stuff, and I can use that for Skype calls and things, and it'd work out pretty good. But because the tablet's got a front-facing webcam and all that shit, so holy crap, the size of that spider. Yeah, he's pretty juicy. But yeah, well, my break's almost done. Rex wants to go for coffee tonight at midnight, so I'm gonna run home, let the dog out, go for coffee with Rex, and then probably call her quits. So I'm gonna friggin' end my break now, and I'll talk to you guys when I get the frig out of here. So until then, peace the frig out, and we'll see you at midnight. Holy shit! It's friggin' midnight, people. Time to head her home, let the dog out, and go to the Hortons, meet up with the Rex 4x4. Yay! Let's go home! Alrighty, well, I'm home now, and just waiting for the dog to come back inside. So when I went to the buck store today, I just bought a bunch of junk. Literally, I bought that stupid thing for the SD card reader that I ended up throwing in the garbage because it's fucked. And I bought a bunch of other stuff, like, well, this bottle here, which is gonna house that shit to be used as a degreaser, which works really good. Bought some Werther's. Freaking love my Werther's originals. They're delicious. Some of this Italian pasta. Love that kind. A little treat for the Cookie Monster. He likes the milk bones. Mom buys them at the dollar store all the time for him. Yeah. Those. Look what I bought you, buddy. You like that? You want one? You want one? Yeah? Okay, you gotta sit. Okay, stay. No, sit. Stay. Ah. Sit. Roll. Take it. There you go. So I bought that. Bought some Jolly Rancher candies. Freaking love that. Bought these. I bought these before. They're like 10 cakes. And they're these like, I don't know, they're really delicious. I bought them before and you get 10 of them for $2. So they're kind of like little Twinkie like things. They're pretty awesome. And I bought myself some cup of noodles. I already ate one at work. So grand total of $8 spent and I got a bunch of shit. But right now, I need to rush over to the Hortons, meet up with Rex 4x4, and go have coffee. So let's pitter patter and have at her, people. Alrighty guys, just getting out of the Hortons here with Rex 4x4. He's leaving, and I'm gonna head her home too, and then just gonna friggin' give her for the rest of the night, I guess. Let's head home. Alrighty people, well I'm back home. Just let the dog out for a potty again. Don't know where the frig he went. Oh, he's back. And let's go do some, would you quit jumping on me and stuff? Frig sakes. Look at him. Look at him. He's just right dicked. He's all turbo. He's all turbo. He's all turbo. Did you poop in here again? Hey? Did you drop a turd? I don't see no turds. Hey? No? No turds? Good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, aren't you? Oh, yes. Oh my god, you're so good. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh my god. It's friggin' nuts. Well, the green screen held. Didn't rip the nails out of the wall or nothing, so it's up there for life. And like I said, a lot of you were saying, you know, why don't you just friggin' paint the wall entirely green? Well, I'm going to show you something here. This is what I was talking about at work. See, the wall's cracking here, so I'd have to fix that. And there's other spots in the wall that I'd have to fix too. And this chair rail would have to come out. I don't know if behind it, if there's a seam. I don't think so, because these go up. But what I'd have to do is obviously prime the wall and then just blast it all with green. Now Bruce from head office said, don't use a roll-on, use a Wagner power sprayer and spray it. Well, what my problem is with spray painting in the house with those Wagners is, what if, this is a big what if, people, what if I spray this and there's overspray? That's going to cause a problem, a big problem, you know, because then all my shit gets green. You know, I don't want that kind. So I was thinking about just getting rollers, you know, cut the edges with paintbrushes, you know, cut all around the edges and then cut in and then roll on some prime and then get some paint that's, you know, this color, but not the same shit that I use in the garage, because the shit in the garage, when they mixed it, they put something in it to make it shiny. And shiny doesn't work with a green screen when you're throwing lights at it, because then you get white spots. So what I was thinking was get a matte green, and then like a nice lime green like that screen, and that would work nice. But for now, this will work. This will work for now for what I want to do. And I already told you what I want to do. So what I need to do next is move that triple lamp, yup, over to here-ish to throw. Really? Why are you being like this? Get down. Enough. I said hi. You don't care. He really doesn't. I want to move that lamp over to here, aim it at the ceiling to really light up the ceiling. I just totally farted. And then get another light somewhere over here-ish to aim at me, which you saw that light that I'm going to be getting off of Deal Extreme. And then, I don't know, maybe a third light somewhere to really throw it on the green screen to get rid of any shadows. So that'd be my plan there, to get that done. And it should work out pretty good. And even with Chroma Keying and Sony Vegas, there's so many options available to make it awesome. So yeah, so the reason why I never painted the wall green before was, well, at the time when I was with the ex, she was like, "Do not paint the wall green, blah blah blah." She didn't like that idea, and I decided just to fold and let her have her way. But she's gone now, and I can do whatever the frig I want. So, right on. So now I can paint this whole wall green and make it into a nice green screen, and I can use it for a whole bunch of different video effects. Like, with a green screen, there's so much you can do, people. Not just, like, you know, the old standing on the green screen and echoing out the background. You can actually do some really cool effects, like, oh, I don't know, standing on the green screen, right? That's pretty cool. Well, so is this effect. Look, it's a holographic version of me. With the green screen, you can pull that off. Can't do that without a green screen, unless you do a hell of a lot of masking and stuff. I don't feel like masking, you know, but with a green screen, you can have a lot of fun. You can do a lot of crazy shit. That's how Bubba did the clone effect when he cloned himself. You know, you can also use a green screen for that if you want to clone yourself. It's great with a green screen. But there's other ways to do it. If you watch my iClone video, I didn't have a green screen back then. All I did was I filmed 2 shots, merged them together, and then I basically freaking did a mask. Masked off one side of the couch, masked off the other side of the couch. And you can totally do that too, but that's another tutorial. I'm going to actually I'm going to be doing a bunch more tutorials on how to do some crazy stuff with Sony Vegas and Magic Movie Maker, because people have been asking and I've just been slacking. But anyway, people, I think I'm going to shut the vlog down here and call her quits for tonight and carry on tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know where that like button is. Give her a clickety-clack. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, down below. I'm trying to respond to them all, but lately I've just been so friggin' busy. Tomorrow Rex and I might have some running around to do, so we'll see. But anyway, people, until next time, keep on vlogging.